Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. A statement issued by Diwan of Royal Court is saying that His Majesty Sultan Qaboos is in good health and is following specified medical program, which with the grace of Allah achieves desired reassuring results. His Majesty the Sultan forwards warmest greetings and blessings to his faithful citizens in various parts of the Sultanate on the occasion of Eid al-Adha. His Majesty the Sultan issues a royal pardon on a group of inmates convicted in different cases. And His Majesty the Sultan receives more cables of greetings on the occasion of the blessed Eid al-Adha. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. A statement issued by Diwan of Royal Court saying Diwan of the Royal Court is honoured to inform kind Omani citizens that His Majesty Sultan Qaboos is in good health and is following during the upcoming period a specified medical program which with the grace of Allah achieving desired reassuring results. And on the occasion of the blessed Eid al-Adha, His Majesty forwards warmest greetings and blessings for the faithful citizens in various parts of the Sultanate at this dear occasion on the heart of all Muslims, requesting Allah to renew it on Oman and its people with well-being and blessings numerous times and countless years. May Allah Almighty preserve His Majesty, endow him with health, protect him with his care and attention, preserve him as support and aspiration for Oman and its loyal people. With the advent of happy days of the blessed Eid al-Adha, His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has issued a royal pardon on a group of inmates convicted in different cases. The number of those honoured by the royal pardon were 265 inmates, among them 153 foreigners. This royal pardon granted by His Majesty Supreme Commander coincides with the advent of the blessed Eid al-Adha of the year 1435 Hijrah and is in consideration of the families of those inmates. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cable of greetings from His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfoud al-Mantari, Chairman of the State Council, on the occasion of the blessed Eid al-Adha. He said he is honoured on behalf of himself and of honourable members of the State Council and its employees to forward to His Majesty greetings and best wishes on this occasion, which coincides with performing of pilgrimage pillar. The worship journey has a splendid spiritual atmosphere as a people advanced to it, reflecting the true belief where they stand on Mount Arafah, embodying national unity and strength. Pilgrims supplicate Allah Almighty in Muna, Muzdalifah, and at Tawaf or walk at the sacred house and the blessed brisk walk between Safa and Marwa. Hajj season is an ample opportunity for Islamic nation closeness, solidarity and cooperation, as well as it reflects Muslims' ability to sacrifice in fulfillment of orders of Allah Almighty. They also exchange thought in benefits and reflect kind morals of sincere brotherliness and cooperation that cleanses their hearts and inspire their minds. At the conclusion, he requested Allah Almighty to endow His Majesty good health and happiness, and Oman remains as a source of well-being and a place for those who are calling for solidarity, love and tolerance. And every year, His Majesty and the dear Sultanate remain in pride, progress and growth, an Islamic nation in security, development and prosperity. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cable of greetings from His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal bin Nasser al-Ma'wali, Chairman of the Shura Council, on the occasion of the blessed Eid al-Adha. He said he is honored on the pilgrimage day to forward to His Majesty utmost greetings and best wishes on behalf of himself, all members of the Shura Council and employees of the Secretariat General of the Council, requesting Almighty Allah to renew the occasion and its similars on His Majesty as he enjoys good health, happiness and long life. In the cable, he said, in these days, every year, the Almighty forgives sins as Muslims look forward to the sacred house with their hearts, spirits and feelings. At Holy Lands, pilgrims supplicate the Almighty in unique stances and scenes that send gladness and make spirit reflects tolerance, brotherliness, with emphasis that Islam is the life and its message is unique of betterment for mankind. He added that religious and national occasions during His Majesty's reign have noble meanings, deep significance and expressive distinction, not only from habits and inherited Omani traditions, but were added by His Majesty of value and strong practices that strengthen bonds of love and solidarity among citizens. The royal approach in the march of construction and development constituted an integrated national epic which strengthens citizens' bonds of affection for each other, where the reflections are visible in this great occasions as security, progress, justice and equality are prevailing in the beloved country. He concluded by renewing to His Majesty loyalty and sincerity, requesting Almighty to renew Eid numerously with health, happiness and well-being, praying Almighty to preserve His Majesty for Oman and its people as inspirational leader and to assist him for success. He wished His Majesty, the royal family, citizens and wise government every kindness and prosperity. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos received a cable of greetings from His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Saud bin Harib Al Busaidi, Minister responsible for Defense Affairs, on the occasion of the blessed Eid al-Adha. In his cable, he said that he is honored along the Sultan's armed forces, Iraq forces and all personnel of the Ministry of Defense to extend to His Majesty sincere greetings and best wishes, praying to Almighty to continue bestow upon His Majesty health and long life, and to repeat this occasion many years with good omen and welfare. He added that the Sultan's armed forces inspire the great lessons, religious memories and witnessed championship recorded by history as they are living these spiritual days have strengthened all meanings of loyalty, sincerity, hard work and determination to continue the sacred duty to protect the country under the wise leadership of His Majesty the Sultan. He concluded his cable by saying that Sultan's armed forces, Iraq forces and all personnel of the Ministry of Defense renew pledge and loyalty to His Majesty, praying to Almighty to continue His graces on His Majesty and the country of welfare and glory under His Majesty's prosperous era. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos received a cable of greetings from His Excellency Lieutenant General Hassan bin Mohsen Al-Shariqi, Inspector General of Police and Customs, on the occasion of the blessed Eid al-Adha. In the cable, he expressed his honor and those of Royal Oman Police personnel to extend their sincere greetings and best wishes to His Majesty, requesting Almighty to return this occasion on His Majesty with health and happiness, and Oman and its faithful people with continued prosperity and welfare. He said that Almighty Allah has bestowed Muslims with such great occasions based on which they inspire principles of Islam and enable them to live a straight life. He added that as they celebrate Eid al-Adha in their workplaces, Royal Oman Police personnel are inspired by the meaning and lessons of Hajj and its virtues. Thus, they embody such lessons in their life and in performing their duty in safeguarding their homeland. His Excellency, the Inspector General of Police and Customs, concluded his cable by praying to Allah to bestow upon His Majesty good health and happiness and return this happy occasion and others on His Majesty, Oman and its loyal people with welfare and blessings. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Joachim Gauck of Germany on his country's National Day. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cable of thanks from His Excellency President Islam Karimov of Uzbekistan in reply to His Majesty's cable of greetings on his country's independence anniversary. His Majesty the Sultan has also received a cable of thanks from His Excellency Kim Jong-un, First Secretary of the Workers' Party, First Chairman of the National Defense Commission of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea and Supreme Commander of the Korean People's Army in reply to His Majesty's cable of greetings on the occasion of the 66th anniversary of establishing the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. His Majesty has received a cable of thanks from His Excellency President Pierre Nkurunziza of Burundi in reply to His Majesty's cable of greetings on his country's independence anniversary. Still to come in our news bulletin. Photographic Society inaugurates the 5th Omani Female Photographers Exhibition. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Hajj pilgrims started today to leave Mecca towards Mina to perform the first Hajj rituals. Pilgrims headed to Mina to spend Water Day following the Sunnah of the Prophet, peace be upon him. Saudi authorities stressed the completion of services which prepared by various bodies concerned in Hajj and pilgrims affairs to enable the pilgrims to perform Hajj rituals easily and smoothly, indicating that the authorities focused on providing safety and security and make all roads used by pilgrims easy. Pilgrims also will stay tomorrow in Arafat to perform the greatest rituals in Hajj. Then they complete their rituals until the end of Tashriq days. Gulf Cooperation Council countries stressed that they will not stand idly towards the external factional intervention in Yemen, confirming that Yemen and the GCC countries considered as an integral part. It came during the emergency meeting for the ministers of interior of GCC countries, which is held in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. They rejected stealing and controlling Yemeni people's properties, indicating that the necessity of returning all headquarters and official institutions to Yemeni authorities and hand over all weapons. The ministers wished this Yemeni security situation pass, stressing that who threatens safety of Yemen and its people will definitely threaten the safety of the region. His Excellency Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of Interior, headed the Sultan's delegation in this meeting. Ibra Yankul dual road second phase and the implementation of infrastructure of a Samail industrial estate were the most significant projects awarded by the tender board in its meeting today, chaired by His Excellency Dr. Rashid bin As-Safi bin Khamis Al-Khuraibi, chairman of the board. It also awarded the additional works of 2 projects providing academic staff for vocational training centers of the Ministry of Manpower and the establishment of tanker filling stations in the Governorate of North Sharqiya. The value awarded tenders amounted to more than 93.66 million Omani Riyals. 14 second prosecution officers of the 6th batch, including 4 women, performed the oath today before His Excellency Hussein bin Ali Al-Hilali, the Attorney General. After that, the 5 toppers of the batch were honored. The ceremony came after they passed theoretical and practical training successfully that lasted for 2 years. Omani traditional customs have remained part of daily life practices of the Omani people. They are keen to instill the noble values of these customs on the young generations. Tahlola is a custom preserved by people in the wilayas of the governorates of North Sharqiya and practiced during the first 10 days of Dhul al-Hijjah month every year. This custom includes glorifying and praising the name of Allah that reflect the religious significance of these days in the life of Muslims in general and Omani people in particular. Celebrating the Omani Women's Day, which falls on the 17th of October, Photographic Society inaugurated the 5th Omani Female Photographers Exhibition. Some 47 women photographers take part in the event. The inauguration ceremony was presided over by Her Excellency Sheikha Aisha bint Khalfan Al-Siabiya, Chairperson of the Public Authority for Craft Industries. The exhibition reflects the development of technical capabilities of Omani female photographers. The human and social dimensions were the theme of most photos. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Partly cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas of the governorates of Dhofar and nearby mountains with chances of scattered rain. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies with chances of scattered rain over the Hajar Mountains and the nearby areas. Winds will be northeasterly light to moderate along the coastal areas of Sea of Oman, while it will be southerly to southeasterly light to moderate over the rest of the Sultanate. Seas along the governorate of South Sharqiya will be moderate with a maximum wave height of 2 meters, and along the rest of the coast it will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. A statement issued by Diwan of Royal Court saying that His Majesty Sultan Qaboos is in good health and is following specified medical program which, with the grace of Allah, achieves desired reassuring results. His Majesty the Sultan forwards warmest greetings and blessings to his faithful citizens in various parts of the Sultanate on the occasion of Eid al-Adha. His Majesty the Sultan issues a royal pardon on a group of inmates convicted in different cases. And His Majesty the Sultan receives more cables of greetings on the occasion of the blessed Eid al-Adha. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studio and the newsroom, it's good night.